Bethany, Manny, and Joshua. Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Isn't this
Hi.
great? We're all back again. Oh, I love it. This is wonderful. I was telling them before we came on that they don't even have to hold their phone anymore. Remember, they were holding the phone and all that good stuff? They don't have to do it anymore. They have it on a tripod. Yes, a tripod. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So, how are you guys doing during this crazy time that we're all in with the corona? But you guys are like staying busy. You know, you're interacting with the fans. You have a new album out. Like, you guys are on top of it. You just ain't Netflixing and chilling. You're working. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
we definitely a combination.
Yes, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
But we
no,
all
we
like
are-
to stay busy, and so we do a lot of stuff. But it's really fun. We're grateful to do what we do.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
the timing of the album coming out was wonderful because it did keep us busy and we're not going as crazy as we probably would be.
Yeah.
You guys always release your albums at a perfect time. I think that's what happened with the last album, right? You released it, I think, like right after you got off of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it
Well,
was
the
pretty
album
quick.
follows the recently released single and music video, I Want to Love Somebody. But when artists, when they put out the new music, they never know how the reaction will be from the fan base. But to see so many falling in love with this song, what is the reaction and how touching or meaningful is this song for all of you? Because I love the song as well. It's a really good one.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, it's a little bit of a different direction of things than we put out thus far. So seeing how people have reacted to it and how they've really just taken it and each person interprets just slightly differently, which I think is so cool. But it really is just this love song, this person just desperately wanting love and rejection and all the things that come with love. And obviously just doing kind of a funny twist on it because of that phrase that we all know and have thought and said many times in our life. I think I'm gonna die alone. So, yeah.
All the songs are just absolutely incredible. I think this has been like the best album so far that you've put out because the album is titled Dear Paranoia, Sincerely Me. Brilliant title, by the way. How did you guys come up with a title for the album?
Yeah, it started out really when like the album was getting close to being done. We were just trying to like figure out what the theme of the whole thing was, and paranoia was a huge thing that was brought up. Just standalone, we were like that's running through this whole thing. Different scenarios, trying to figure out your way through life and dealing with your own paranoia. And then someone said Dear Paranoia, and then that sparked the whole letter form where Dear Paranoia, here's this whole album. I'm writing a letter to you, and then Sincerely Me. And we just ran with that. It was very, very organic and natural, but when it actually popped in, it was like, oh God, this is gonna be super fun.
And then he wrote the intro song Dear Paranoia and Sincerely Me like a couple days later, and he brought it. We were like, yes.
Well, they're just natural hooks, like Dear Paranoia and Sincerely Me. It's like, God, those are hooks for a song right away, so we can't not.
And that's what inspired like let's make the like putting the album together in kind of like a cohesive way.
Yeah.
So
there's something special about you guys. I don't know what it is, but I like you guys a lot. I'm like this trio right here. I don't know what it is about them, but I like them. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's great that you guys are putting new music out, and especially during these dire times. Like, I mean, what made you guys really say, "Hey, let's go ahead and release this album now"? Like, I mean, well, first of all, how long did it take to get this album? Like to prepare to, write the songs and to record the songs, and then of course, plan for a release date.
Yeah.
Well, the first one was actually written. The first song written was actually written last year on tour.
Yeah. So I mean, it was. You don't really plan. We weren't planning the album when we were on tour, but you're constantly writing. But the actual like, I remember when our management, we all were talking about when we wanted to release. It was probably a 3.5 month, 4 month process of actually like writing and saying we're creating an album and stuff like that. So it was crazy.
All right, so talk with me about the cover art for the album because I love the little telly that's sitting next to all of you guys. I call it the telly. That's what I think they call it in the UK or London. The telly, but it's the TV over here. I wish we called it the telly.
Way cooler.
What gave you the idea for like the whole album look? Because I like it a lot, and you guys got the purple going on back there, like because the album cover's purple.
It started with he had a string of lights in his like recording room, and you literally just showed a picture of this vibe.
I was just being super artsy.
Yeah.
I just had a guitar and I was sitting down in the room and I just took a picture with these crappy lights and this crappy
but it
room
like
that was
created
super messy.
Yeah.
But it ended up being a super cool picture. and we should post that picture. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
showed it to her, and then it just kind of ran from there. She had the idea of using a TV, and then we actually it was your mother-in-law's TV.
Yeah.
She had it and was like, "Hey, can we borrow that?"
Well, we started
And,
looking at like random places to find an old crappy TV, and then I was like, "Hey, I know she has one of these."
Yeah.
So, and then that kind of, because then we knew we wanted the idea of like kind of the credits of like the title and just all the different stuff, and it all just kind of came together. So that's usually how artwork comes for us. Is it's just like one idea sparks and then it just goes.
Well, and then the photographer that we were working with, she was outstanding, because she's one of those like totally just gave her the idea and then she ran with it, and what she did in that room and the different angles that she had us do, she was totally on top of it. She's amazing.
I loved it. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so I was like, oh, and speaking of purple, isn't it Justin Bieber's favorite color too? I think it's Bieber.
Is it?
So, if he listens to I think he likes purple.
Hopefully that will make him listen to
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My favorite songs from the album is Couch, Insecure, and Chase Me. I don't know what it is about those songs, but I like them a lot. That they have a great beat to them. Really, the whole album does, but those are like my top 3 favorites. But I'm sure all the songs to you guys from the album is your favorite. But which would you recall? One that really means a lot to you personally?
They've shifted.
They're having
like
to think. They're like, let's see.
Well, I can probably say mine actually right now. I was saying other ones, but it is actually Couch. I totally forgot how much I love the song. Yeah. So we're.
Yeah.
For me, I just think it's just fun.
It's
just
fun
super, super like to the point. There's no beating around the bush. It's just a straight love song. I just really like that song.
Yeah. They've changed for me depending on like the process of when they were being written. Like When I'm With You was one that I really loved when I first heard it. Like just the raw version of it. And then the process of it getting into the studio and stuff. So I think I kind of ebb and flow with songs just with where they were at in the process. And I remember when I heard it first. So I would say When I'm With You. And then probably my favorite one to listen to is Overdose. I don't know if I necessarily connect to it the most all the time, but just like in terms of like vibing and jamming out to it, I'm just obsessed with that
song. Yeah.
So
I have a special place for I wrote the song in your lap, the second to last song on the album, because I remember him writing it, and on tour, the second row back in the van, I was right behind.
Tell me some funny moments of you guys on tour, on the road. I mean, it has to be a blast. I would love to follow these guys literally while they're on the road. I mean, you guys probably have just the best time ever, right?
We do. We do have. Looking back on them now, I'm like, God, there's some funny memories. In the moment, you hate it sometimes, but I have a very specific memory of him constantly taking his shoes off in this van. After we've been like walking and doing stuff all day, and nobody's feet smell good. Like it's not against you for having it's against you for taking your shoes off when you have smelly feet.
Yeah.
So
people would sneak their shoes off. Like people would like try to do it subtly so you wouldn't notice. And I remember we'd be like, someone's shoes are off. Everyone notices.
Right now.
Put them on.
I want to ask you guys, because we were talking about being in, some people are still in quarantine. I think really the states have opened back up. Be careful, everyone. Corona. By the way, speaking about Corona, people are now naming their children COVID and Corona.
No.
Are they actually? That's
yeah,
super
they are. So now when the teacher calls them and they get old enough to know what's actually COVID and Corona, come here,
That's awful.
I just lost a lot of respect for humanity. That's really bad.
Who would name their, maybe COVID? That doesn't sound too
Not a cute, but not right now.
But Corona, why would you name your kid after?
Oh, God. Good luck to the children, everyone, when they grow up in this world. Then they'll have a little history. I was named after a virus.
Thanks, Mom.
So speaking about all that, what I was really wanting to ask you guys, what is like the first thing that you all want to do once, everything's kind of goes a little bit back to normal? I don't know if everything's going to completely go back to normal until, they get like some vaccine or something going on. But like, What do you guys want to do? I mean, of course, you guys want to be able to tour again and go on the road and.
There's a great coffee shop in downtown that I can't wait in our little main street that I can't wait to go to once it opens back up. So that's the first thing for me, and then tour.
And then tour.
Tour.
Tour. I want to go back on the road.
Yeah, you guys have a new album. Y'all are supposed to be on the road, honey. I don't know. This Corona, you know.
Yeah.
I want to go watch a movie at the theater.
All right. Well, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Dear Paranoia, sincerely me. It is now streaming on your favorite music platforms, everyone. You can really listen to it really wherever, wherever you consume your music these days. You can listen to it on Spotify. That's what I have. People like to have, I think, the Pandora or whatever that thing is called. No, it's not that. It's something with a P. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but.
You nailed it.
Now?
Yeah, you got it.
You nailed it.
Pandora?
Yeah.
You got it.
No. Is it really?
Yeah.
I keep thinking Pandora is like a thing that a woman buys a bracelet.
It is. It's both.
Oh. Well, look, you can buy a bracelet and listen to their music as well. And then you can also, iTunes and all that good stuff. So, do people still, I guess people still buy stuff on iTunes, right? I encourage you to buy it, but, do people still do that? I mean, there's so many free things you can listen to the music. How do you,
Do they?
Some
I
people
don't
do.
listen to things on iTunes.
No.
There's a few.
I hope they do.
Yeah. People, I think, will do it for support.
Yeah.
A lot of times the
So
support
go
artists
buy
they
it.
really
I
like
love
the.
that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it to give you guys some moolah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, you're
I'll
great.
do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Everyone, take that all out. Everyone, you have to buy their album in order to listen to it. So go
Nice.
buy it. Dear Paranoia, sincerely me. You can get it for free. So, all right.
Yeah.
Always a
really
pleasure.
enjoyed this. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll all go to the UK and have coffee together.
That's right. I'll fly to the UK. I'll go to the UK. I want to go. I got to get my passport though, but I can't go without a passport. Okay, guys. Well, thank y'all.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Noah.
All right.
Thanks a
Bye.
lot.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.